Hi guys, normally about once a month we have a look at some urgent property listings on TradeMe. Now these are properties that obviously really do have to sell and sell fast. There can be a number of reasons why a property has to sell fast, such as a marriage breakdown, if somebody's got ill, or if somebody passed away even, or if somebody's moving to Australia and their ticket is booked. Now another very common reason for an urgent sale is because the owner can no longer make the mortgage payments and they are being gently cajoled by the bank to hurry up and sell before the banks decide to take control and sell themselves in a mortgagee sale, which is really not good for anyone, especially the person in debt. So now let's take a look at a few properties that are currently for sale on TradeMe, which have the keyword urgent in their listing. And right now, as you can see, there are 453 of them. Now there does seem a real sense of urgency with these particular listings. So once again, I will do my unwavering duty to the New Zealand real estate industry and suggest that if you see any that you like, perhaps even consider throwing a sneaky little offer in. The first property that we're going to be looking at was listed on the 27th of November. It is in Flatbush. The title says, Urgent Sale Under Financial Pressure. So these sellers must be under financial pressure because agents don't normally like to admit that the sellers are under financial pressure because all that does is make any potential buyer smell blood. And then what they all do is start putting ultra low ball offers in. The description on this one says, this super-sized home delivers luxury, comfort and convenience in a prime location. And it is a big 6-bedroom home, but it is only on a 403 metre squared section of land, which is not ideal really. There is no asking price because it says price by negotiation, which is a bad move by the agent if you ask me, because if these sellers really do want a quick sale, they need to put a discounted price on it fast. The latest April 2024 CV is $1.625 million, and that's for a property on 403 metre squared of land, remember. Now this property was last purchased in August 2015 for $619,000, but that would have just been for the land price at the time. A mere $619,000 in 2015 for 403 metres squared of land. That's what happens when a load of MPs jump on board this crazy Ponzi. They just want prices to keep on going up and up and up, and the housing market loses all sense of reality. The next property we're going to look at was listed on the 21st of November. It is in Clendon Park. The title says, Get in before the banks get in, all in capitals. The description says, the bank has given clear instructions. The vendor must sell ASAP. This is your chance to get in before the bank steps in and secure a great property at a great price. Now this is actually a sad listing if this is not an investor. This listing actually says the property is to be sold by deadline sale by the 5th of December. Today it is the 8th of December, but I can't see anywhere where there's a sold sign, so I'm assuming because the listing is still up that it might still be for sale, but I'm not 100% sure. The latest April 2024 CV is $640,000. The property was last purchased in Jan 2023 for $650,000. But to give you an indication of the real value of this property, that is without the fake COVID gains, it was sold for $452,000 in October 2018. And the sad reality is that over the last few years, many people simply paid far too much for the properties they've bought. They were lied to and manipulated by the many Ponzi supporting grubs out there. And it's not fair that the government, the RBNZ, the mainstream media, the real estate cartel and the many complicit spruikers get absolutely no comeback for the damage that they've caused. It is a disgrace. So the next property that we are going to be looking at was listed on the 5th of November. This one is actually an apartment and it is in Albany North Shore. The title says Circumstantial Bargain, all in capitals, exclamation mark. The description says the vendor's urgent circumstances mean this must be sold, and with a light makeover, brackets, new carpet and paint, you can add immediate value and enjoy strong future gains. The asking price is $649,000. The latest April 2024 CV is $910,000. The property was last purchased in May 2021 for $900,000. Wow. And now the owner is trying to sell for $649,000. So these sellers are willing to take a substantial cut on what they pay for this property. And I have to say that is really sad if these are just normal people and not investors. It's a tragedy actually. The next property that we're going to be looking at was listed on the 18th of September. The title says liquidation sale ! Urgent action required. The description says if you're seeking a low maintenance lifestyle with more time to relax and enjoy life, this townhouse delivers. Completed in 2022, the home forms part of a boutique development of 6 and sits within the sought after zones for Hamilton boys and girls high schools. Well, I suppose with your 251 metre square plot of land, 112 metre squared of that is actually a house, you wouldn't have to spend too much time maintaining the lawns now, would you? There is a photo on the listing that shows a sold sign on 3 out of the 6 properties in this boutique development. So I suspect that this property may have never actually been lived in. I wonder if they have been trying to sell this property since 2022. So the asking price is $695,000. The latest August 2024 CV is $660,000. So yes guys, I think you can probably agree there is definitely some pain being felt out there. The next property that we're going to look at was listed on the 25th of June, so a while ago now. It is in Papatoetoe. The title says huge price reduction, urgent sale required. The description says vendor bought this property 2020 October for 3.3 million, now asking price 2.999 million. But look at what the latest April 2024 CV is, $1.9 million. So these owners paid $3.3 million in October 2020, which was peak COVID FOMO madness unfortunately for them. And now the CV is $1.9 million. The listing actually says price by negotiation in its headline, but in the description it says that they want $2.999 million. That's over $1 million more than the CV. Now that is one very unfortunate position to find yourself in, that's for sure. So yes guys, that's it for today's look around the agent listings. If you're looking to buy and if you are looking to maybe grab a bargain, a good place to start might be looking in these agent listings. The next video is going to be looking at the stage that comes after the agent listings, the mortgagee sales. Now it's a genuine tragedy that the government and its RBNZ lapdogs keep messing with people's lives like this. They should never have used the Ponzi as a tool to control the economy, like they have been doing for many years now. The RBNZ is supposed to aim for financial stability, but all they keep on doing is making everything more unstable. So let's just hope that this new RBNZ boss has actually got a clue, unlike the previous jokers. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Please like and subscribe and I will see you all on the next one. Cheers for that.